Dude, I remember Max was fucking with the Angry Whopper hard.
That shit was angry. All right. Wow. I think that's really become the thing that gets us started here.
Yeah.
I feel like we're kind of in Groundhog's Day. It's always like some air horns, Max smoking the joint, you know.
Yeah.
There's no better way to start it though.
If not anything, we're consistent.
Yeah. I wanna bring something up real quick. I noticed you guys switched teams this app. You're going Team Truly.
Yeah.
Not Team Claw.
I've been doing the claws and I can't do it. I'm over it at this
Gotta
point.
change it up a little
Honestly, last time we drank the claws, I had some bubble guts real bad after that. So
Yeah.
Truly's hopefully won't do me dirty. Honestly, I don't know if they taste better. They're pretty much just the same.
The only ones that like really like rock are High Noons, but they're like $30 for a case of. Yeah, they're super
For like
expensive.
a 12 pack.
Yeah.
I like the press ones. They're like fancy. I found out those are like the shit because I can't drink beer. It makes me sick as fuck. So yeah, I don't know. Press.
I like how
seltzers.
light beer's just been eliminated for like this demographic by seltzers. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because we got. I mean, like light beers are like fine, but I don't know. I think I drank enough beer in my life at this point that I think I'm like good. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like beer, but seltzers are more the game now.
You didn't pull up to shows, Mike, with like a big boy claw, right?
Yeah.
Don't they have like the
Big boy claw.
claws now.
Yeah. Tall boys.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll roll up the house shows and stuff with those.
What if they came out with a claw 40?
Oh, it's game over. I'm going back to Edward 40 hands if that
oh my
happens.
god, dude! Speaking of Edward 40 hands, I forgot about this. I remember one time I was in Virginia playing Edward 40 hands, and there was one kid that was trying to beat like literally everybody. So he drank so fast that he had the old English like plastic bottles.
Yeah.
And he kept trying to shatter them on his head, not realizing they were plastic. So he just kept hitting himself in the head with these like 40s that were plastic. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
You know who's drank the 40 the fastest that I've ever seen? Is M. Hurd.
That's fast.
Back in the day, he pounded
Really?
the 40.
Yeah, he was a master of his
He's a
craft.
master.
I was a
That's
real
great.
Four Loko head when I was like
Yeah.
18, 19. I drank so many Four Lokos.
Well, we were-
That never really hit our group, I don't
I feel like
think.
when Jimmy was dating Amber, there was some Four Loko.
Yeah.
Some Four Loko consumption.
Stick to your guns. son.
yeah, I don't know why.
Her name is.
I'm making that MySpace playlist, and I definitely put that on there.
Well, 100%. 100%.
It's pretty funny. Yeah, bud.
You said it's up to 11 hours, your MySpace playlist?
It is
right?
up to 11 hours. I'm actually still missing things. Like I'm still finding things that I need.
Oh,
but
I
yeah, it's
reminded you
fantastic.
today, Foxy Shazam.
Foxy Shazam is definitely one of
on
them.
there.
Yeah. Which
I
is
saw this TikTok that was like songs that are turning 15 this year. And it was like that one Foxy Shazam album. What else? Like just a ton of shit. Like I can't think off the top of my head. Stickly was on there.
Yeah. We're getting old. That's what that
That's
means.
crazy.
Yeah.
15 years ago.
I'm punching up to 30 here in a couple of years. I'm turning 29 this year, so it's pretty
yeah.
wild. It's weird.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just turned 28, right, Mike? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll be 28 here soon. You're gonna be 29.
Isn't it weird the perspective you have like coming out of high school where you're like, okay, like I'm 18 to 25, I'll figure it out, and then I'll just be like off and going afterwards.
Yeah.
And then you realize like, oh shit, like there's other factors involved in your life that like you don't really have any control of whatsoever, and you just kind of have to roll with it.
I forget who it was. It was maybe like randomly like Bill Heater or something like that did an interview where he was like, your 20s don't matter. Like it's basically a mulligan. Like
Yeah.
30 is when you're like, all right, this stuff kind of counts now. So
Yeah.
Like an airbender over here.
which I'm like, all right, that makes me feel better. If you guys had to pick a year,
Yeah.
what was the best year of your life?
Oh shit.
Like
that's a hard-
age. I think I know mine.
Honestly, like the years that we were going on blunt rides, and literally I had nothing like we just hung out in my basement, literally had no responsibilities. Like I went to school part-time and like was a server.
Yeah.
Those are the best years because it was just like hanging out.
That's what I was about to say. I was like 2017 was a damn good year. I feel like
Yeah.
It's a great year.
21, 22, or 22. I guess we were.
Yeah.
We were going on tour and stuff too.
Yeah.
And then that summer just getting mega high.
Yeah.
Doing multiple drugs.
It was fun. It was fun as shit. Yeah, that was a really good time. I think that was also a time like I think your early 20s is definitely like I know this is pretty obvious, but like a part of like exploration of like trying to figure out where you are in that space, and like it definitely served that role for us. But also like it extended our friendship and kind of made us akin to each other.
Sure.
So
I would agree. I feel like that time was like we could kind of, it was like that period of time where we could kind of just do whatever the fuck we wanted to.
Yeah, I felt like we were like adult enough to be like, I'm an adult, but still like everyone is either like living at home or at least living in Bel Air.
Yeah.
And it was like the goal, like literally every day, this sounds terrible, but it's like in a nice way. My goal was like get through work and go to Max's house to get high. Like, but in like in a fun way.
yeah, it wasn't like escaping anything. Generally, it was just
like we would have a good time.
Yeah.
You know, like,
exactly. Yeah.
It was like wet hot Americans.
I remember we used to have a bunch of heads in my basement, and we would all like just put on like live YouTube videos and just like go insane and get like just drunk and high as shit in my basement.
Just watching like wrestling pay-per-views.
Yeah. Wrestling pay-per-views. Me and Max would watch like just pick a series and crush. Like Viva La Bam was a big one that summer. Watching like skate videos, like King of the Road.
Yeah, watching
King of the Road was huge at that point.
What was it? Was it the Love Guru twice in a row?
We did watch Love Guru twice in a row.
There'd be times where Max would just go to bed and we would just stay.
Dude, remember when I would just have like girls over and I would be like, hey, this is so and so. We're gonna go upstairs, and you guys would just hang out in my basement and I would just disappear.
There'd be times where like Max would be like, actually, I have to go run this errand, and I would be like, okay, and you would leave, and I would hang out with your dad downstairs.
Yeah, why not? My dad's chill as fuck.
And like OB, or like there'd be nights where like me and Mike would be hanging out, and you'd go to bed. I don't even know if Brian was living there at this point, and you'd be like, you know how to lock up. Like,
yeah.
I'd be like, okay.
I feel like it was a point also in my parents' life where they were just like, dude, like, let him get out whatever he needs to get out at this point.
Let him cook.
Let me land.
No, your parents were also, they like were, I mean, like, only like the regulars, like me or Mike, like even knew that they existed.
It's so true. They're so quiet. Like
they would just be upstairs. If you came between like 3 and 7, you would see an appearance. Maybe your mom doing laundry or dad watching TV with Obi. But that was about it. Once like 7 hit.
Yeah,
you wouldn't even, dude. And we would like do ridiculous stuff in the basement and be like screaming, and they would never even hey, can you guys keep it down?
You know what was the funniest part? You could clearly hear everything upstairs, and my parents were nice enough never to say anything to me about it ever. They're just like, nope, no, let him do whatever.
Because the way your basement too, like there isn't like a long staircase. Like, you can kind of see it in from your living room.
It goes like straight down.
Yeah, the staircase is connected to the upstairs.
Yeah, exactly. It was interesting because I think my parents were just so much, and this is the coolest way to be a parent, is just like being like, hey, I'd rather you do everything in our basement, and if something happens, we're there, rather than you just like getting fucked up out randomly and like driving around and shit, which we didn't really do. The only thing we did was blunt rides, which honestly,
if it got too bad, we'd pull over.
Exactly.
But we were good.
Usually we had an end goal, and it was like either Applebee's or like a Wawa.
We could get to a point when it got out of hand and you know, calm down.
I came here to chew bubble gum and eat half price Applebee's.
Max sent me that shirt today.
So good.
I was thinking Liam was talking about Cedar Lane.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I could drive from Max's house like through Cedar Lane to my parents' house with my eyes fucking closed. I drove it so much.
It's crazy.
I said to Liam, I was like, you know, not something I'm super proud of, but I was like, dude, the one night when I was like so high on mushrooms and was like, hey, let's just drive us home. Like, thank goodness I'd driven it 300 times before, because I knew which turns to make.
Yeah, dude. It's kind of crazy. Like, we also had like a bunch of weird eras of music there. Like, we like super got into Oasis because of like blunt rides almost.
Yeah.
Which was sick. Like, Supersonic would play and we'd be hitting a hill like as high as possible, like, just like
hell yeah. And you like go down. Or like
so good.
Brian just screaming the lyrics of "Don't Look Back in Anger."
Yeah.
It's like a perfect temperature day. I remember
the windows down.
The windows down.
Or blasting Lana Del Rey with the windows down.
Just smoking 2 blunts. I remember just like at that point being like, you know what? Maybe life is cool.
Yeah. Honestly, and you know what's crazy is I think about this, like now that I work in the weed industry and I've been working in it for a few years and stuff like that, I still like very rarely ever get as high as we got smoking like 2 blunts on a car ride. Like it never.
Oh my God.
And I don't know if it was, you know, like because street weed is just like, whatever insanity you're getting. But like, I think, I don't know, there's something about the uncontrolled nature of just buying weed from a fucking just stranger, like a friend of a friend. You don't really know him. And he's just like, trust me, this is this. And you're giving me all this money. And you're like, okay, cool. I think the little bit of anxiety like made the weed hit harder weirdly. It's like, is this going to kill me? Now it's like serious. Like if you buy weed off the street, it can be serious because people are doing weird shit with it. But back then, nobody really, I mean, it was like, whatever.
And usually we like, it was either one of us that had it, like that was selling, or we knew the person. I'm not going to dox them like I did in that one episode.
Oh my God. Yeah, I always tell people like a lot of us started as like at my work, a lot of us started as amateur weed sellers, and we just went pro. Like that's all this is. You know?
I only sold weed to fund my weed smoking habit,
which is the best thing to do. It's like you keep half, you sell the rest, you break even.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I dip into it a little bit. Me and Liam up at night, and he's like, "Dude, what if we smoked a 3.5 gram backwood right now?" And I'm like, "I do need to sell the rest of this, but I could take that out."
Yeah, of course. There's always some overhead.
But you know, you only pay like 80 instead of like, you know, if you were just buy an ounce for like 200 or something like that.
Dude, ounces are so cheap. We have ounces that I can't really promote my work, but there are ounces for like $40 right now.
Yeah,
which is insanity.
Yeah,
but it is what it is. Weed's really cheap.
Back in the day when you could only buy street weed, ounces would be like 2.
Which is crazy if you think. I mean, that's still. I mean, if for a really nice ounce of weed, like that's.
And that was your only option, and even then, you weren't like getting ripped off. Like, you know.
Yeah. No. It's weird with rec opening up. It's going to be really strange because you're going to see like fucking weed, like sodas and all sorts of weird things popping up. It's going to be funny, honestly.
Does that just like eliminate like street weed?
I don't know, because like there'll always be people that just don't trust like capitalism or the government just in general. So it's so ingrained that they're like, I'm just going to buy from my friends, support local businesses. You know,
hey, I'm for it.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. Some people like come up to me some days to buy weed and they're like, you guys don't have anything. I'm just going to start buying from the streets again. And I'm like, okay.
like damn, like way to kind of roast it.
No, but it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I get it. Like there is some sort of novelty to like buying from some dude. Cause like honestly, homegrown weed is still kind of better than dispensary weed. If the person knows what they're doing. I've had people that I know grow weed that is fucking fantastic.
I just don't understand like I want to deal with like, I want to text this guy who's not going to text me for like 16 hours. And then like, I'm going to have to show up at his house at 3 a.m. And then
you won't hear from him for like 16 hours. And he texts you, come right now.
Yeah.
Like, there is nothing better though than buying an ounce from somebody and they just hand you a big bag of weed.
Yeah,
what a great
just a nice Ziploc, like a branded Ziploc.
Just buy a zipper too.
It has like the name horribly written on the front of it, and like almost an approximation of weight. Yeah.
One time I bought this ounce that like it was all just one giant nug like stuck together because it was so like sticky icky.
Yeah, it also was probably just pressed in a bag and like
sticky icky.
It was also so loud that I had to put it in my trunk and roll down all my windows because like I put it in like my center console, like the thing that you open, and it was just reeking.
Jesus Christ. I mean, that's when you know you got good weed though. Well, not really.
I like rushed home and I was like, I can't wait to show Liam
fucking we always bring back up 10-pound hammer, but that was always the funniest one.
10-pound hammer, green crack.
Gorilla Glue.
Yeah. All the classic names that people give stuff. But.
Love it.
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern.
Bruce Banner was the other one.
Yeah.
Bruce Banner.
Yeah, no, we should honestly this summer
we should start selling street weed again.
Well, maybe.
Let's start selling street weed.
Yeah, DM us. Can you? I don't even know. You don't even need to ask. I know that you can. Can one day this summer we go over to your parents on like a Saturday and just chill?
Yeah, if you want to.
I'm down.
I think it would be nostalgic.
It's completely different, weirdly.
Really?
My parents changed the basement a bit because my grandmother moved in, so it's a little different. Yeah.
So is she like down there right now?
My grandmother?
Yeah.
I don't know if she's currently in the basement, but sometimes.
Okay. I was about to say, we can't really get wild with Meemaw down there. But
I mean, my parents leave the house constantly, so maybe when they go to like the beach or something, my grandmother just like, I don't know what she does at the beach. She can't really walk. I guess she just sits there.
Gotcha. Damn. That kind of makes me a little sad that it's changed. I mean, understandably.
I mean, it hasn't changed in the way that you would think. Like, it still looks exactly the same. There's like a couple new lamps and like a new couch and shit, but that's about it. Like, it's the same thing.
You want to know what's crazy? The the studio's gone.
I know. When I was there the other day, I saw it.
Is
Yeah.
it really? I haven't been over there in a while.
Yeah,
The
it's completely
studio's
empty.
gone.
The window's gone and everything.
Oh, the window's gone.
Yeah.
I was still there when I
yeah.
went. Your mom's like making an office or something.
Yeah.
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 That's so interesting. For reference,
R.I.P.
Mike's parents' house used to have a studio in it.
Yeah.
For people that don't know Mike's house, which is probably
Like a recording
large
studio.
Yeah, or like a recording studio, which is was sick, but yeah, it's interesting.
Done a couple records in there throughout the
Yeah.
years. Yeah.
Yeah, we've done a lot of things in that house. We've told a lot of weird stories. There's apparently a ghost. There's a lot of things going on.
I actually have a ghost story for
Okay,
you
yeah,
guys.
go for it.
I feel like you'll appreciate this specifically, Mike. So I've said in the past that my work is possibly haunted.
Yes.
Yeah, it's old church. Right?
Old church. It was actually a part of the Underground Railroad. Mm-hmm. It was kind of a bastion because think Baltimore is right below the Mason-Dixon line, or yeah. I went there in Cub Scouts. So we're like, wait, so I'm trying to think of my
Yes, it is
geographical-
below the Mason-Dixon line.
So it was
Correct.
kind of like a big bastion, for the under.
Yeah,
and
Maryland was a tipping point. They're very neutral, but
Yeah.
not really at the same time.
So there's definitely some spooky stuff going on there. So our building manager, she is there a lot by herself before I get in. Usually
Yeah.
she gets in at 6, and she said something the other day about like, oh, the spirits, and I was like, wait, what?
the spirits.
Because I've like had some weird things happen there, but we've never talked about it. And she was like, oh, this place is 100% haunted. And I was like, really? And she was like, oh, I've worked here for 9 years, and like I've smelt strong out of nowhere scents of like men's cologne. She was like, these long hallways, I feel like I've seen like stuff moving and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we were like, I was like, wow, like I was like, are you like messing with me? And she was like, no. And I was like, it's weird. I've like in those long hallways always like double taped because I felt like, granted, it's just creepy,
Yeah,
so that'll
yeah.
increase the paranoia. So that was a few weeks ago. Yesterday, no, it was 2 days ago because it wasn't windy. Because like Friday, so we're sitting there, and the doors in the church are these real heavy. Like you got to like push them.
Yeah.
Kind of doors.
Yeah, like church doors.
Church doors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thick. And dude, we're sitting there.
Thick.
Fucking slams.
Open?
Close.
Closed.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if it's slammed open, I feel like that's scary. I feel like
that would be
that
crazy.
would be a little scary,
Yeah.
right?
And latches, like completely slams, and it like the thing catches it, so you don't have to turn the knob and stuff like that. And we're like, what the fuck is that? We hear this slam, and we walk up, and
Yeah.
the door, because she was cleaning to like the sanctuary part of the church, slammed shut.
That's terrifying.
The thing
Oh
that
my
sucks about it
God.
that I'm so fucking mad about,
Yeah.
and it's like so ironic, it's one of the blind spots in the church that we don't have our cameras running.
I do.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta get me in there.
Yeah.
You gotta get
Yeah,
me
maybe
in
I
there.
could talk. And,
Dude, you should start playing shows like they're like First Unitarian. Just set up the show for like set up the church.
I know.
like,
What if I
shows.
did like hit them up and be like, listen, like if we were
That'd
to
be
have cool
interesting.
shows here, we could get like a couple
bunch of
$100
money, yeah.
and you know.
More partitioners? Like you're getting everything out of that. No, there's not a lot
don't
of
think they would fuck
Jesus.
with it.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
not. But what I do have a question, and I was just thinking about this when you were saying this.
Yeah.
If this is a really bad thought, not a bad one, just like if you're religious and you believe in ghosts, is there some sort of conundrum there? If you think about it, is there like a weird disconnect? Because spiritualism is
yeah.
this whole separate thing. So she said spirit
But
specifically,
can't
which is interesting.
ghosts be considered like a purgatorial thing? And
I
that's
guess,
part
but
of
then it's like
religion?
Meemaw didn't go to heaven. She's hanging out
Yeah,
in the
she's
church
hanging out.
still.
Yeah.
I would think that if I were to ask my pastor, he would say that like maybe like the spirits have unfinished business, or
Yeah,
he believes
there's
in
always,
a
like, a
heaven.
reason.
It's just some reason that they're not there.
Yeah.
And also he probably believes in demonic forces as well.
Yeah, fair
So,
enough. You
Yeah.
have to. You, one hand washes the other, or whatever.
Right. So, yeah, I know. I'd love to. I mean, I'm sure if I asked him, he would let me. Like, I mean, I could go to that church.
We could ghost hunting in the church. Like we've been talking about
the
doing it.
basement of the church where the underground.
Yeah.
Like, you can go. Like, you walk under the entire block of.
Can
the
we do
street,
that? Like,
and then they
can we
sealed it
legally?
off, and it goes like even further. Like, it would go blocks underneath the city.
Can we legally do that without getting stabbed? Like, not. I know legally you can get stabbed. I'm saying, like, can we do that? Like, actually, like, go through those tunnels.
I could ask. I could inquire.
I'm actually interested because
Yeah.
if we could film that and do a whole thing,
I could
with that,
test the waters
I will.
with
I'll
them.
do it. I don't care.
I'll
Yeah.
test the water.
I just don't know how dangerous it is.
Yeah. No,
Like,
it's not.
It's not. There's nobody down there. Right?
The only way to get there is through our church.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
there's only one entrance in and basically one exit out. Okay, that's kind of terrifying.
Where I think it would connect to other buildings, they've like heavily concreted.
Yeah.
shut.
Okay.
That's the only other thing is like a lot of the other like hotspots around here.
Yeah.
That like we could do a video in, like usually
Love that
like
term.
have like some sort of like squatter
Gated or-
or
Oh,
like something
really?
like that. So it's like
That's
you
nice.
got to be a little bit more careful with what you're doing. But
You gotta get that. You gotta have that thing on.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah,
I
bring
get
that
it.
piece.
What if we get into a barbarian situation in like the catacombs of your church?
That's what it looks like. Is
Oh
in
my
Barbarian,
God.
like those long
You
hallways.
start
dude, I was gonna,
Sucking on her titty.
dude, I was gonna watch it, fucking last night.
You haven't watched it?
You know,
I was gonna
Oh my
watch it,
God,
and then
It's been like 2 months.
they were like, "Oh, we've already seen it." So me and Becca ended up picking.
Watch it tonight. Oh no, we're gaming.
Yeah, we're
gaming.
gaming.
We're gaming.
Dude watched the director's cut last night. That shit took forever.
Dude, I fucking that movie. I will say is
Yeah.
fucking incredible.
Yeah.
like one of the best movies.
What is it again for the?
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah, that movie's supposed to be fantastic. I want to
So
watch a picture of
good.
the
Like
years.
just like so many crazy twists and turns,
Yeah.
and like the cinematography of it is like wild.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's so many like rule breaking things that they do to like make shit look really crazy and stuff. It's awesome. It's so good.
I don't know if we talked about this, but Banshees of Inisherin was like my favorite movie this year. That movie was.
I still
so-
haven't seen it.
it's
That's
so
on my list,
fucking-
yeah.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. It's so fucking good. It's such a dark movie. The end of it's just like, mwah, it's perfect.
Yeah, I want to see
So
that,
good.
and then I want to see Infinity Pool.
Yeah, I need to see Infinity. I kind of want to go to the movies and see that. It's
That
on the
movie is
VHS.
apparently psychotic.
It's supposed to be like
Yeah.
really weird.
Yeah.
It's an M Night. No, it's not an M Night. It's an A24 thing. I'm pretty
It's
sure.
a
Is it?
Cronenberg.
Is it
movie.
Cronenberg?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, it's Cronenberg. That makes sense.
Best
I
one I've
think.
seen this year, or it was last year, is The Whale.
yeah. I still haven't
I
seen
haven't
that.
seen a ton of
I'm gonna
movies,
have to
but-
watch that movie by myself. I think.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
I
problem.
know I said this in a past episode when I watched it like the day after it came out in theaters, and it was like a cold night, like colder than tonight when it was
Yeah.
really cold right before Christmas, and so we watched it in the theater with only like 8 other people, and like we were all the way in the back, and I was crying so hard that Grace tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Are you okay?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "No."
Yeah.
This really hits home.
It did. It just was a beautiful movie.
Joe, straight up,
Yeah.
you saw how fucking hard I cried at the end of fucking Vanilla Sky, yo. Like,
Vanilla Sky is a incredibly
Incredible.
underrated.
yeah, it's an
Incredible movie.
amazing movie.
I haven't watched it in a couple
I
years.
hate Tom Cruise, but that movie rocks.
God damn, it's such a.
I don't know how. See, the thing is, I keep getting. I don't know if this is like subliminal messaging by Hollywood or whatever. It probably is. Normally it is, but like they keep sending me on Twitter like the videos of Tom Cruise hanging on the
Yeah, I
fucking
got
plane
that. I got that shit. too.
over and over and over
Because
again.
Mission Impossible is about
I
to
know,
come out.
I know, but the thing is, like they do that every time one of those movies comes out, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, that Tom Cruise is all right. But then I think about it. Then I think about. I pause.
Tom Cruise is all right.
Oh, wait.
Right? I never thought I would say that, and then I pause, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about the whole like weird Scientology
Okay.
shit.
Crazy update with Tom Cruise.
What?
He has been spotted. This is not a joke. Hanging out with Hulk Hogan recently, and Hulk Hogan lives in like Clearwater, Florida,
Okay.
which is like a hub
A
for
hub for
scientism. So they think that's
Scientism?
or Scientology. Scientism.
I mean, yeah.
So people think that Tom Cruise is like actively recruiting Hulk Hogan to Scientology.
Dude, that would be the most
That would be
hysterical
awesome.
What's your
timeline.
feeding level, brother?
I'm going clear, brother.
I'm going clear, brother.
Holy shit! I'm going Clearwater, Florida, brother.
What you gonna do
Dude, what if like
when L. Ron Hubbard runs wild on you, brother?
that's so fucking funny.
I was like, this has to be an
my
Onion
God.
article when I saw
No.
it, and it was like, no, there's been pictures of them like hanging out.
Dude, that is insane.
What funnier would be is if they roped in somebody weird like Bob Backlund for some reason, just like an upper mid card that like is like it's my chance. He's like I'm gonna chicken wing you.
I'm trying to think who would be like another wrestler that would be funny, like with
Oh my god. Rikishi would be interesting.
Dude, holy shit.
With just like
like
the whole
going
crew, like Scotty
Scientology,
Giovanni.
like
Yeah.
Dude, straight one man gang.
Yeah.
The Repo Man.
Big Papa Pump. That's an easy
No.
one.
Dude, the Godfather becoming a
Godfather would be
Scientologist.
hilarious. Godfather does not fuck with anybody anymore. Like every
No.
time I see a video of him, he's like, "Fuck all these people."
Yo, there's literally
He's
a
like,
video.
"They're racist," and you're like, "You're probably right."
There was literally a video, and he was just messing around. I was like, "Yo, fuck The Rock." But he was just like, "Fuck."
It was the Young Rock thing because he made everybody
Yeah.
look fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, he
in
was
Young
like, "Yo,
Rock.
I'm 6'5", and they straight had an actor that was like 5'10" played him. He was like, The Rock was the tallest one in the group, like in the Young Rock, and he was like, "No, me and Ron Simmons are like both taller than The Rock."
Stone Cold looked like Gilbert. Like it was
did.
so weird. I was like, "What is happening?"
Did you see? So there's a big thing on Young Rock right now where they don't want to disparage Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, so they
made a character called Chad Frost.
Chad Frost. Yeah,
Because Shawn Michaels was like a fucking asshole to The Rock back in the
Yeah.
day. But
Oh.
I think he doesn't want to shit on him because he's cool now.
Yeah.
So they made up a character, and they actually are like the narrator's like, "I don't remember Chad Frost."
yeah, they like make fun of it.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh no, you
remember
him."
Chad Frost? Yeah,
I don't really understand why they would do that though, because like, yeah, they're cool now, but like Shawn Michaels acknowledges that he
Yeah.
was like a piece of
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I
don't
think
know.
Triple H is like, "Come on, brother."
Yeah,
Because they
maybe,
make Triple H an asshole in it, but it's more like competitive.
yeah.
like it's like a camaraderie thing.
And I don't think The Rock and Shawn Michaels fuck with each other.
I don't think they still do. No,
'Cause-
like I think he talks about it in the episode. But
Yeah,
go ahead.
because he had heat with him before he even came to WWE. Supposedly, Shawn Michaels like worked in Hawaii or California for The Rock's grandmother.
yeah,
And like did some weird shit.
yeah. That
Yeah.
if you haven't watched the Young Rock, it's actually fucking like a decent.
I know
sitcom.
Adam Ray plays
Vince.
Vince, yeah.
He does play Vince. Yeah,
I know
which
Vince
is
looks
great.
more like Shane, and
He does.
You
Yeah,
know, they needed
It's
someone a
weird
little bit
Vince.
older.
yeah.
Who looks really? Fuck. What's
No,
his
you know
name?
who looks like a young Vince now? That if they would ever do a Vince biopic, I'm like,
Yeah.
should play him. Fucking John Cena
True.
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
with the long hair.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I think
that's not
that would
a
be
bad
great.
idea.
And he's kind of like trimmed down, so he's like Vince level jacked.
Yeah.
Where he's like,
Have you guys seen the Von Erich movie that they're doing with like Zac
yeah, Zac Efron. Yeah,
Oh
dude,
my
that shit
God,
looks
the bull-
awesome.
MJF is in it too.
I know.
Yeah.
The haircut was that picture was so funny, dude.
It's honestly such a great story that
It is,
I mean
it's
it's
crazy.
not a great, it's tragic.
I feel like I feel like that movie's gonna be incredible. I just feel like
100%.
and I feel like Zac Efron's really gonna do it justice. It's
Yeah.
just like Zac Efron doesn't. I don't know. I don't really think he looks like.
He's playing the youngest brother, I think, though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then MJF's playing the
Yeah.
brother that was like not a real Von Erich that they brought
okay.
in and like the crowd turned on him.
They're playing the two younger brothers. I don't know who's playing the two major brothers. I'm
Yeah, I
not
don't
sure.
know. I don't think Zac Efron's playing Kerry Von Erich. I don't think he is.
He's playing the one that's still alive. I can't remember his name.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Yeah.
No, Kevin's the one that's still alive. Yeah, with his two sons.
His
yeah.
two sons that
Yeah, that's Kevin. I think that's who he's playing because he was shorter. He wasn't tall. He was just really athletic.
He also wrestled with no shoes on.
He did, which is crazy.
that movie's gonna be awesome. I can't wait.
I just
Dude,
can't. I
the
can't.
Dark Side of the Ring episode of that is so tragic.
It's the best episode of that
whatever sauce they had Zac Efron on for that
my
movie.
show. God.
They gave him
Yo.
old steroids.
Yeah,
He
they
had
gave him the
steroid
old
belly.
school shit.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
He is fucking jacked.
So he's kind of got the
Yeah.
roid gut going a little too.
Kerry Von Erich was like, if you look up like the most ridiculous, is it Kerry Von Erich's the most ridiculously ripped wrestler I've ever seen in my entire
Yeah.
life. That dude was gigantic.
Another crazy thing about
He also
Kerry
looked
Von
like a
Erich
goober.
is one of his feet were fake.
Yeah. I remember that because
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
He had, like
yeah.
a motorcycle accident.
Yep, yeah.
Like during the wrestling career?
Yeah.
This is like
Whoa,
this
that's
was like
crazy.
right before he went to WWF too.
He came as
And
a Texas Tornado, and it just
Yeah.
never really clicked because
He couldn't do it.
He couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And
Damn.
he was also like painkillered out.
Yeah. That was the big
wild.
reason why a lot of that stuff. And then the one brother, the cowboy one, fucking straight up died in Japan.
Yeah, he got like sepsis.
Yeah,
The
he
one
got
brother
sepsis.
shot
Oh
himself.
fuck.
Yeah, and the one brother, killed himself.
I think two of them killed themselves.
There was a yes.
And then
no.
and
was
then
there 5? No, there's 4.
Well, there was another one that was like died as a kid because he like passed out and like drowned in a puddle.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And then their dad Fritz Von Erich like played like a Nazi gimmick in
did,
like the
yeah.
40s when he
Yeah,
was.
he
Oh
wrestling.
my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
he
there's
did.
there's a lot to that story.
That's insane. If
That
you ever get a
movie's
chance.
that movie's Oscar I feel like that's going to be an Oscar movie.
Dude, a Jake Roberts movie also would probably win an award if there was one. I just don't know if they could do it. It's such a sad.
I'm hoping that the success of like this and like Young Rock, like in like Dark Side of the Ring to some degree, like generates like a big like they're like The Wrestler was great, but we need more shit like that.
Truly,
The Wrestler like literally like brought back
Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke's career.
Yeah,
like it completely.
That's what's his last name? Androsky.
Yeah,
he did The Whale too. Someone said in every movie. Well, this isn't like a spoiler.
Tarkovsky. Anyway, go ahead.
This isn't really a spoiler. Like it's implied in the movie. Every movie that he's in that someone dies, they always are moving up, and it's like a white light, like in all of his films.
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah,
like Ronnie the Ram or whatever is like jumping off the top rope when he dies or whatever.
Yeah.
Also, I like how they filmed that at a Ring of Honor show.
I know. They used a lot of Ring of Honor wrestlers, which is really cool.
I would like to think of Mickey Rourke and like Bryan Danielson like hanging out, which like probably actually happened.
Dude, have you ever been to Mickey Rourke's Instagram?
No, but
it is insane.
Oh, dude, I have
insane.
No, it is. It's
Speaking of Instagrams, did you guys see? Sorry, I'm trying to find this. Did you guys see like Bam posting that thing?
Yeah.
And then Steve-O was like, "You got loaded like with your son and stuff like that."
Yeah.
Like, okay, Mickey Rourke's Instagram is insane. It's like a more chaotic John Cena.
It really is, dude. I mean, the Bam thing sucks because like. I mean, for a billion reasons, but it's like you're just watching like addiction, like on social media because he can't just stop like posting.
We're watching it like he at this point has hit lower rock bottoms than Steve-O has, and still like does not get it. Like
I love not love. It's sad in the interview. The first podcast he did with Steve-O. He just did a new one where he was like, "Well, I started drinking White Claws." And he's like, "That it's still alcohol."
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy.
That bums me out, dude. I've always been a huge Bam head.
Mid 2000s, when you think of like skate culture and stuff like that, like that was like the figurehead. It was like him, fucking Rob Deerdeck.
Yeah, I had the Heartogram audios, and then
the best shoe ever.
I had I didn't buy because I was so young. I had the Element Bam like Old English deck multiple times. Yeah. Like I would just only get that one.
That's such a good deck too.
Great deck.
That's so awesome. I like legitimately though, like I like that era of my life, like 11, 12, 13 or whatever. I might have been younger even. No, I was probably around that age. I always attribute to like literally like I think about like Heartogram, CKY, like all of that stuff.
Bam is like Bam's the reason I got into him. And like in middle school, I had the little like I had a messenger bag backpack that just had the Heartogram on it, and it said him on the side.
Dude, would you flame me if I got a Heartogram tattoo?
No,
like be honest.
Him rocks, dude. I fucking love that, man.
I legitimately want to get a Heartogram tattoo, but I do not think Chelsea will do it on me.
I love that band.
Him's one of those bands that like when I was younger, I never listened to them, but like there was like the cringy side of it, so I just like kind of wrote it off.
Yeah.
And then when you get older and you actually listen to him, you're like, damn, this shit's kind of fucking sick.
Venus Dooms is such a fucking heavy album.
Dude, I think the past 2 times we've recorded on my way home, I just like sit in like silence and just listen to the fucking
so good. You can
Venus Doom, or I was listening to fucking Wings of a Butterfly on the way home.
That whole album is like I'm a vampire, but it's like great.
Dude, that was the album that I like found him on. Was that album?
Yeah, the music video where he's like on the clock tower and he like jumps up. Yeah,
if there's ever a band to do the I'm a Vampire gimmick,
it's
it makes sense.
Yeah,
Billy Vallow.
It's them or Typo. There's no other bands that can do that.
Well, Typo is forever associated with like Playgirl and like Peter Steele's not weird.
Peter Steele was a
very
vampire,
normal
though.
looking dick.
Peter Steele was a vampire. There's no doubt in my mind that he was a real life vampire.
I mean, he's been gone for a minute. He would still be alive if that was true.
Nah, he's living in like
Transylvania.
He's in Transylvania.
Yeah, he's living in Transylvania.
He's in Romania. He's in Romania. With,
either we don't know how he actually. Yeah, we don't know how he actually died, and somebody hit him with like a silver bullet or something, or he's actually secretly in Transylvania.
He's just
right now.
he's biding his power.
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy. What's crazy is in Romania, you can literally like just disappear as a human being altogether. So like, it's really interesting. They have really loose just laws in general. Not to speak generally about a country, but like from what I've understood and graphs, you can kind of just disappear there, just like pay people off and just like chill. Yeah, which is crazy.
I saw this TikTok that was like everything involved to like going completely off the grid, and I was like, holy shit, there's like so much.
Yeah,
you said what's funny is I feel like Googling like how to get off the grid, where to go get off the grid, like all of those Google searches. If you ever went missing, the cops would be like, let's look at his Google searches.
I didn't search it; it just got recommended for me.
It's like the dude that just murdered that woman recently, and he searched like, what does formaldehyde do to a body?
Yeah. I saw that clip of him just sitting in court, and they're just reading off his insane Google searches with timestamps.
It was on his child's iPad. That's where he Googled all.
Yeah, what
on
the
his kid's
fuck,
iPad.
Dude? This is bumming me out.
Nuts.
It's like when Chris Benoit did all those weird Google searches, like when he was killing his family.
Like boobies.
Like we actually have a thing for that.
So delayed.
Wait, which one is it?
All right, we got new clips. It's just John Cena, it says.
John Cena?
Boobies.
Do it again.
That was so much funnier. Yeah.
Hit us with like some of our other new ones.
Yeah.
All right,
let's
we got this one. This one's
Make me come.
It's a little
this
straightforward to the point.
From the legendary Billy Harrington. If anybody knows who he is, rest in peace. We got this one.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Classic.
A lot of cum references.
Yeah.
There might be one more.
Also, R.I.P. Leslie Nielsen. Sorry. Not Leslie Nielsen. Leslie. What's his last name?
I can't remember.
Leslie Jordan.
Or Jordan. Yeah, absolutely.
On that last page, wasn't there one more?
No, those are the only three that showed up.
All right.
Did we not have a Family Guy one?
I couldn't find a good one.
Oh shit. Okay.
Boobies.
Boobies.
We should have a whole another bank that we would use.
We do, yeah. If you have sound clips, comment them below our random TikToks and or YouTube videos, please. Yeah. So far, it's just me commenting under the YouTube video, just being like, "These guys rock."
Yeah, the one that Max wasn't in, he commented, "These guys rock."
Yeah, I had to keep doing it.
last episode, I'll give a shout out. Watcher of the pod, Corey, commented, "I'm here for the Incubus reunion."
Yes.
Hell yeah.
And I just said the world deserves it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's when we make our Incubus Deftones crossover band.
Yeah, which definitely is gonna
be one of the horniest bands known to man.
For real. I'm gonna have a throbber the whole time we're playing.
Yeah, we all take dick pills before.
We all take dick pills before
Lord
we play.
have mercy, I'm about to bust.
We're gonna look like Tom from Finland painting, just up there on stage, just ready to go, just torqued as fuck. Just like fucking so hard we try to tuck it, but it's just like pushing up our sweatshirts a little bit.
He's going like this. It's
just like flexing. That would be so fucking funny. Just like, what's going on with the guy's shirt? And I was like, I don't know what's going on, but there's something going on.
Dude, speaking of playing shows and stuff,
I thought you were gonna say throbbers.
Speaking of throbbers.
Actually, speaking of throbbers, we should go to this one first. Yeah. So, where's everybody at on our?
So last episode we talked that we were gonna do semen retention. I think this will come out. We're trying to figure it out. Double entendre. I think this episode will premiere after the one that we talked about this. So this will be in sequential order. For anyone that doesn't know, we were talking about semen retention, and we challenged ourselves to do it from the day that we recorded the last episode until whenever we recorded today.
Yeah.
I did not make it. I got a very strong, probably 56 hours. What?
He knew like the exact amount. He's like,
it was like 2.5 days.
56. Yeah, 56.
It was about 2.5 days.
You know what?
And then I failed. Yeah,
that's respectable. I think 56 hours is a good one. That's like for us. That's respectable. I feel like.
Yeah. Usually I can't make it 12 hours.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, I definitely failed too. Yeah. I didn't say anything about it, but like I didn't want to.
Well, I mean, let's just be real. We all failed.
Listen, I failed, and I thought maybe I would be first. And I did, but I didn't want to report in and like lose morale.
No, you know? The thing is, I will say, like, and this is the one thing that like sciencey that I got out of it. Not really sciencey, just like whatever. But like, it did like increase my sex drive a ton, which makes sense, right? But like,
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do.
It's supposed to do, right? But like, you never really think about it. You know what I mean? Like it's such a casual thing, throwaway thing sometimes. Like sometimes I'll like smoke a joint, have a cup of coffee, and be like, I'll have a jerk, whatever. You know what I mean?
100%.
Just toss it on top. You know, just really pop off in the morning.
Make me come.
Yeah. I completely get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Little ass play at like 9 a.m. Nothing wrong with that.
Ooh, whoa.
That's a little early.
That's a little early
Okay,
for that.
fine.
I can't do. Nah, never mind.
10:30. What about you? Where are you at, Mike? Where are you at?
Yeah, I failed, obviously.
Yeah.
I feel like Mike maybe made it the longest though.
I think Mike.
I think I
didn't
probably
tell you
did.
how long I made it. I made it like a solid 4 or 5 days.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I got to like day 5 and was like,
Yeah,
yeah, that's about.
I feel like it's.
But like, I will say, like, even though I like failed, I would just start over and keep trying to do it again.
I mean, that's now you
like, I
have
was
a
just like,
period.
yeah.
So I did the opposite. I was like, oh, I failed. I just doubled down.
You're like 4 times in one day. You're like, whatever. I need to punish myself.
No,
for failing.
definitely 2. But,
2. Okay,
yeah.
fair enough. Two is a reasonable amount.
But I'm usually a 1-a-dayer. No more, no less, but every day.
Yeah.
I used to be. It's not as much anymore. I live in a small apartment.
Well, it depends.
Yeah,
If I were to like,
Yeah.
then I wouldn't.
yeah,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, you gotta. It's a balance.
All
you know what I
right.
mean?
Well, you know, we
That's not
tried
bad.
it.
You
We
did a
tried
good
it.
job.
I'm gonna keep.
Hey,
I'm gonna keep
let's-
going.
You know what?
Let's-
You know what? We'll
yeah.
do. We'll do it every. We'll do it every episode.
And we'll just report, hey, there's our.
Okay, so the 2 things we're promoting is semen retention and jelking still. Yeah. So
That I did not do.
I didn't joke.
You
I
didn't
didn't joke.
joke?
I maybe
I didn't joke
inadvertently
either,
joked a couple times, but
Just getting too long.
yeah. Just wake it up in the morning.
Just give it a few tugs.
Yeah. No, like we said, no edging. No, we were purely doing joking and
Oh, there was no
retention.
edging. Oh yeah, there was no edging.
was no
Sorry,
edging.
I didn't think.
So you're like, actually, I failed 10 hours.
Yeah, I immediately edged as soon as I woke up. I was like,
Dude.
I can do this much.
Wait, can I ask you guys a weird question?
Yeah, sure.
What?
Do you guys actually edge sometimes?
I would say like once a month, maybe.
Fuck
Okay,
no.
but when you edge,
Really?
do you not? You just let it.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'll edge sometimes when I'm like, but then like, you know,
Hey.
Yo, monetization out the window. No, not that there was. But no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
Like,
Kyle's out here like.
no.
Sometimes I'm like,
Let's be sex positive and not like
Yeah.
I'm gay for a second. Like
sometimes I'm like, enjoying the crank, and I,
Yeah,
like,
and you just keep going.
I arrive a little too soon, so
Yeah.
I like pull back for a second,
yeah, man.
hit like the reset button, and I get a little more mileage out of it.
Yeah, man. It's like okay, I equate it to like
Oh yeah, that. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
that's
yeah,
edging.
Okay.
That's literally edging.
I thought that was when you just like stop.
No,
No,
I can't
no,
not.
No.
Unless like
Oh,
something
okay.
like interrupts me that I have
Yeah. Okay. No. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
See, Mike's like I edge all the time. What are we talking about?
I was about to be like,
Yeah, of
fuck
course,
no,
yeah.
I don't stop.
Mike's like, yeah.
No, I come to a climax at the at the end.
You two both strike me as people that have to have quick reflexes.
What do you mean?
Like you're doing a lot of dodging.
Like when I
Yes. What the fuck? We were just talking about this.
Nah, I feel like honestly, like not to be weird.
I feel like honestly.
All right, this is going to be a really weird comment to make,
Oh,
but
no.
I'm just going to say it anyways.
Oh, okay.
When I was younger
Oh
and
my
like
gosh.
jerked off,
Yeah.
I felt like that shit was like fucking,
It's different.
like fucking, like oh shit, you know what I mean? Nowadays, I feel like it kind of just like.
Like,
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
should get that, but it's not like fucking ejecting out.
Well, dude, also like what's funny is when you're in like when you're I almost said elementary school, middle school and stuff, you are like also jerking off to the weirdest shit possible. Like sometimes you'll just find a magazine and it's
Yeah.
just like that's enough. Now it's like
Or Newgrounds.
or Newgrounds, fucking Newgrounds, man. Yeah, but like now it's like the world is your oyster, you know. So it's
True.
kind of less thrilling as it was.
Yeah.
I guess sort of.
Yeah. And I don't know. I probably just have like low T from all the years. Of,
We're all horribly desensitized.
Dude,
That's
wait,
all it
can
is.
we?
dude, speaking of which,
I have an idea.
okay.
I just had like a brain blast. Can we, depending on how much it is,
Okay.
can we all take testosterone tests?
Yeah.
And we'll reveal the results?
yeah, I'm down. I'm
okay,
down.
I'm
Yeah,
down.
I'll
because
look
I
into
was
it.
literally about to say. Speaking of which, I kind of want to like get on
See
some
how you're cooking?
cycles.
See where we're at.
See the millions and millions in my
like,
nutsack.
I do like lifting and stuff. I want if it's like even a little bit low, I might just be like, yo, can I maybe hop on? Can I maybe hop on a little bit?
I think we should do it. I think we should see where our scores are.
Yeah, dude.
We'll get Brendan in on it too.
Yeah, we will.
We're gonna do it. It's just gonna be like you're normal because you're 28.
Yeah, like, you're totally a normal health. That's the funniest thing. Go to the doctor now. You like think you're like unhealthy, and you go in a lot of the time, and they're just like, most of your stuff is fine.
Yeah,
they're
that's
like,
literally
it's
what-
nothing to
Literally
worry
every
about.
time I go to the doctor, I'm like, I'm like so unhealthy. They're gonna say something bad, and then they're like, you are completely
Yeah,
normal.
they were like, you should eat more like low density lipids, like nuts and avocados. That was
Literally-
literally their only advice to me.
For me, like literally every time I go to the doctor, they're like, you're like, you could lose a few pounds, but you're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Like,
That too, yeah.
Literally, that's
Yeah.
it. So if that's it, I'm fine. But
Yo, but straight up, we got no small soldiers in this group. Right?
yeah, wait, what?
We're big dog group
Oh,
only.
yeah, sorry. I thought you were just
Hey, this is not a small soldier podcast.
Yeah.
no,
This
we're
isn't
big
skinny boy
dogs.
summer, it's fat boy fall.
It is, yeah. It is what it is, man. I like the thing is like the older I've gotten, the more I'm just like, yeah, I fucking like my body a bit. Like I'm cool with this. Like like I could the thing is like there's potential to get in shape and like in better shape, and that's fine. Like always I promote that. But like at a point you're just like, all right, like fuck it. Like here it is. Like this is I'm here with this. This is my body. This is where I'm at this point. Like late 20s, I think at the point you're just like, all right, if I don't like something, I'll just cover it with something. Like
Yeah.
it's fine.
For
Like,
me, I feel like all the men in my family are like this. Like at this age, you just kind of hit where you're gonna be at, unless you made like some radical changes.
Yeah.
But you don't really stray much either way.
Yeah.
Like my dad was like that until he started like getting in shape, and then he did
Yeah.
lose weight. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. But I feel like Devin's the same, like kind of just always in the ballpark. There's like a
Yeah.
range of 10
That's like
pounds.
truly.
I kind of feel like Max. I mean, like, I definitely like. I would say like before I started doing lifting and stuff like that, that was
Yeah.
like at my absolute worst.
Yeah.
Didn't like that, but like I would say like late summer is when I hit like my lowest.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like this, but like
Yeah.
I kind of
Yeah.
feel like I'm in the spot right now where I like it, and it like
Yeah.
if I get like bigger, it'll look cool. So I'm like, fuck
Yeah.
it, like
Yeah.
I mean, also
have a little bit of the power lifter gut. You know what I mean?
we all have the courtesy of being in like long relationships at
Yeah.
this point. So like also
Right.
we don't have to view ourselves from like an outsider perspective in any way, shape,
Yeah.
or form. And also we're like white dudes. So like
Yeah.
we kind of like what are we like worried about?
Hey, listen,
in a
we're
lot of
white
ways.
dudes wearing blue jeans and flannels talking into microphones for a podcast.
We're about as blue
we're
collar
living
as
in-
it
Hey,
gets.
brother.
We're living the
All right, shout out to
Demographic.
our next hardcore band, which is blue collar, but spelled BLU. BC.
Wait, what about what were we
collar
gonna do?
BC,
Is
let's
blue
go.
cordon?
Blue,
blue carousel.
blue carousel.
Blue cordon.
No, he is. Oh my god, yo, but yeah, no, it's I don't know, like it's cool that later in life you can just be like, man, I feel weird about like in high school feeling so weird about all that stuff. Like you wish you could just go back and be like, hey, dude, like it's cool, like whatever.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, low key, if I could look like I did in high school, I was skinny as fuck back then. But now I'm like,
you had the locks too, man. You had the
dude, I
whole deal.
had great hair, and it all fell out.
I mean, I'm
I'm
getting
hanging on to
there.
mine.
That
Yeah.
dude, that honestly, I would say that is the thing I am self conscious the most about is the
Yeah.
fact that I like. I'm involuntarily bald. I mean, I'm glad that I look good.
Well, that's what I was about to say.
bald,
You
like,
can
You have a
rock
good
it.
head.
yeah.
Yeah.
You have good head.
Yeah, like if I ever bald hard like that, I got like some weird moles and stuff on my head. Like I'm fucked.
I think also like we're such like good friends at this point. We've all seen each other at least naked for the most part. So like
Yeah.
if I can be naked around my bros, I feel like I could be naked around pretty much anyone else. Like if anybody's gonna fry me, it'd be my friends. So like if somebody else does, I'm like, fuck you. Like whatever. I
Yeah,
don't
they're gonna be
care.
like, it looks like
Don't
an
give a
acorn's
shit.
glued to your body.
Bro.
Yeah. No, I feel that. So I definitely think, I think we should take like some testosterone.
I would love to.
Yeah.
I would love to make a video and do
Yeah,
that.
I think too. Like, you know, it's not only is it funny, but it's informative. We might be low T.
Yeah.
And if it turns out I have low T, what I'll do is I'll turn from being vegetarian for 5 years to just eating raw meat for 5 years. I'll just eat only fucking raw meat. I'm fucking only eat bison.
You're gonna be fucking
Max.
Liver King.
Yeah.
We just go straight to Burger
TRT
King.
and bison.
We go straight to Burger King, get Max a Bacon King.
Bacon King, dude.
Hell
That's just
yeah.
how we rip the
Dude,
bacon.
remember I was a huge fan of the Angry Whopper. I got it like every day.
Dude.
I was
Big
such a
Angry
bitch. I
Whopper
was a
fan.
big bitch. I was like 250 at that point. That was gnarly.
Dude, I remember Max was fucking with the Angry Whopper hard.
That shit was angry.
It was angry in a lot of ways, bro. That was rough as
Your
fuck.
toilet was probably angry.
Dude, it was a bright red bun. Like that should have been an indication, like not to eat this.
I hate
but-
when you like get shit that's spicy from fast food restaurants and you can just see the artificial like red dye.
Yeah, they
in
just
it.
dye it red because it's like, oh, it's spicy.
It's like,
Dude, I love it because I know that the inside of me is red. You know what I mean? And there's
it's definitely gonna be red after that. So yeah, definitely some testosterone tests. We'll do that.
Yeah.
I think that would be great.
I feel like it would be good. I feel like it would be eye opening because I have no idea. Like I really don't know. Like I haven't. I'm gonna give you a caveat. This is not a good thing. Maybe a good thing. I don't know. I haven't used a condom in like 14 years. I want to say.
Yeah, same.
It's so crazy. I haven't used a condom in 14 years. Never.
Wait, where is it?
Sure.
Oh my god.
Yeah. We should do Moist Critical actually did this video where he got all of like him and his friends testosterone tested, and then they put all the like levels on the board but didn't have anyone's name.
And then we
had
gotta
to
guess who it is. Dude,
So,
yeah.
we should
I'm
do
down.
that.
Yeah, I'm down.
No, I'm totally down. That'd be so.
Yeah, that'd be really
Well,
funny.
Grace like arranged them, and we have to guess like whose is who.
That'd
we
be
should
funny.
we should definitely have a prize for the winner. Like
We should get, like,
we
a
should buy like a
trophy.
little trophy. Yeah.
Wait, who is the winner though? The lowest or the highest?
The
Highest.
Highest? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were gonna
What would
like.
you do if there was one that was like down here on the bar graph, and then one that was like just
What if it was like the person that wins gets a trophy and the person that loses also gets a trophy? But like
Yeah.
one of them is a horribly erect penis and the other one is a horribly flaccid penis.
I think Amazon might have something.
Oh,
similar.
100%. Yeah.
You can get anything on there,
Yeah.
Dude.
Or maybe one, like the loser gets dick pills and the winner
dude.
gets
And then
like
the
a
end
trophy.
each year we retest.
Each year.
Yeah,
sure.
the loser gets a subscription to Blue Chew.
What if we before
We
we
pay
take
for the losers' testosterone rehabilitation.
dude,
I'm like, please let it be me. I'm trying to get on steroids.
dude, we should literally have a podcast where we just like get Mike like super like straight up roided out. Like we just film a whole video of just Mike
That
getting
could be a
Mike
video
ripped.
series.
It's like a month on trend.
A month on trim. That'd be so good. Dude, fucking
Hey,
Mike.
my
just
name's
like,
Mike. This is one day on
Jen.
trend. And it's like, hey, this is Mike. This is
This
one
one
week
day
on
on
trend.
trend.
It's like by day 30, it's like, hey, this is Mike. It's this is 1 month on trend, and like my face looks like a 45-year-old, and I'm like, Jack.
And all the videos now are just like us popping pimples on your back.
Like, yo, what's
So
up,
fucking
pussies?
gross.
This is me gassed up to the gills, day 45.
And then the next one's like, all right, this is 3 months on trend. You think I'm stopping this shit?
And straight up, you're wearing like blue jeans and like a tank top. And
I'm wearing
like
a banner tank top.
and Tim's to like the gym, and you're just doing squats.
And
You're
then
like,
it just
only
flashes.
pussies don't squat.
It just flashes and it's me and Max standing there in black, and it's like, hey guys, this would have been like 8 months on trend, but his heart exploded last night.
That's what I was just.
Dude, fucking.
He got
Oh
way
my
too
God.
big, and his heart
Yeah,
just stopped.
way too
pounding.
fucking big, dude.
Dude, you know Ronnie Coleman? He was a little bit bigger than that. and then
There's a point of reference.
he straight up blew up.
Dude, I want Mike to be
I'm
the
like,
type
yeah,
of.
he made Brian Shaw look small.
I want Mike to be the type of Jack that he has like no legs and just he's all torso. He looks like fucking Scrappy Doo from the first Scooby Doo movie.
Yeah.
When he starts shrinking and he has no legs.
You know, like the dude that carries Patrick in on his back?
Yes.
Yeah, on the Fry Cook
Dude,
games.
that would be so. If we showed up to shows like that and we just had Mike and another dude fully torqued out, like just big and ripped, and they carried both of us on a backpack, they just dropped us on the stage
Like,
and we started playing. That was the vocals though. It was just like, It's like this
Dude.
band is fucking sick.
Dude.
Dude, I would be no cap. I have to piss so bad, and I've been holding it for like 10 minutes. But
Dude,
we're gonna barrel through
You
it.
should
I'm
pee your
good.
pants.
Where are we
No,
at?
talking through it helps. We're at 54.
We're at yeah,
Let's
but
just keep
I
it
didn't
time.
clear.
We got time.
I don't think I cleared the camera, so we got like a little over an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, whatever.
yeah.
But still, even then, like we can keep going. I'm good. I'm gonna hold my piss.
All right.
It makes me more urgent.
Speaking of holding piss, this isn't a good segue.
Oh Jesus.
I know Mike did it all, but me and you did one part of each of the past weekend, the Disturbing the Peace.
Yeah,
rocker weekend.
Mike straight up camped out. Like you did everything.
I did the whole thing.
I did the
crazy.
Friday night like midnight show.
Yeah.
Then you went to the actual.
I went
fest.
like half of the one
Yeah.
fest because I was just like, it starts at 3:00. I'm gonna be just sweaty and packed with a bunch of dudes.
Right, you should see
I was
the
like, I
top.
don't want to miss these bands, but a lot of these bands I'm gonna see locally like pretty often. So like I'm gonna start like at a certain point. It was cool. I wish I actually after going to the show later, then I came out like 5:30ish. But like
Yeah, you didn't miss much.
no,
You
I did. I only
like,
missed
the
like
first three
two,
bands.
yeah, or something like that. I didn't miss a lot, but after like coming in there and like seeing everything that was happening, I was like, shit, I wish I just came at 3 and also did the shows beforehand. I mean, I worked the day before, but like whatever.
Dude, Friday, the show on Friday was fucking incredible.
I heard, yeah.
Which one?
Next Step Up headlining, that was crazy. Got to see them. Baltimore Legends.
Yeah.
King 9, finally got to see King 9. Moshed so hard that my hands went numb. That was pretty crazy.
Dude, not King 810.
King 810, dude, the best band.
Dude, I moshed so hard my hands went numb, and I was like, this is kind of weird, but I'm gonna keep going.
That's what happens when you mosh past like 25 years old. Your arm, apparently your arms
The
just
arthritis
disconnect.
starts
Yeah.
Fucking Law of Power played amazing. Jive Bomb, obviously, we saw them twice that weekend, and then the Boys in Sinister Feeling opened it up. It was sick.
Oh yeah.
Groovy jam.
Opened up with Hatebreed, played Smash Your Enemies cover. It was pretty sick.
That's cool.
And then Friday, the late show that I met you guys at was Brad. What was the?
It's Brad, Tempter from Richmond. I think they're from Richmond, and then Violent Way and Poison Ruin.
Violent Way was. I mean, all the bands were great, but I really enjoyed Violent Way.
Violent Way was my favorite band.
Poison Ruin was cool too.
Yeah.
They had like their last song was like had a lot of cool shit happening.
Yeah. Yeah, that show was super fun. I got hit with a full beer can in the side of the head. That hurt really bad.
It also like didn't
Full
start
beer
until like midnight, but then it just fucking was a quick
Yeah.
jammer.
Wow,
Yeah, and
did it start till
then
midnight?
obviously Saturday, TUI Till I Die.
Dude, that was one of the best shows I've ever been to.
Excited to watch that video. I did something equally as masculine and watched the Royal Rumble. So that's why I didn't go.
Yeah, me and Dev came over afterwards, watched the main event.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shit was great.
I actually went home and watched the main event in my living room, my mac and cheese. It was cool though.
Dude, that turn at the end, Sammy.
So good.
That
Dude,
pop
It
was
was good.
insane.
That pop was insane. I texted
That was
you
an
guys when it happened.
Oscar-winning performance.
That was like a
great.
straight Attitude Era pop.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
awesome.
I watched it back and it's so loud that it's clipping.
yeah.
Should we live cast like us watching WrestleMania? I mean, WrestleMania is so long. And, like,
We could do some special thing for WrestleMania.
yeah, like we could just do it for main card, like just
Yeah.
hang out, keep a camera up, have our friends, and just do like a couch cast. I mean, like, and by then, like, if we watch the beginning stuff, I want to get like a good bit sauced right before it's like when the main card starts.
It's a
will be
2 day,
good.
so we could do like the Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just watch like the latter half with like the big matches. Or,
Yeah,
you know.
why not? Or we could pick the next weekend and just like, I mean, it's WrestleMania. There's no way we're waiting to watch it. I was gonna say, yeah, it's not gonna happen. No, never.
Did we do
But,
that? We were on tour for WrestleMania the one year.
Yeah,
That was one of those
that's
one
where
day.
the one video of
Yeah,
Mike
me
and
getting
Brendan
fucking
wrestling.
body slammed
Yeah.
into a nightstand.
Yeah,
I think we told the story on there. We got a hotel.
Metal 8.
Yeah,
Metal
in
8.
A smoking room.
smoking room outside like Rochester, New York.
Yeah.
The show we played, they were showing a little bit of WrestleMania, and we were like kind of watching, kind of not. Well, as we were playing our set, they had on this projector, and the Hardys returned. It
Yeah.
was WrestleMania 33, and I stopped playing and tapped Mike and was like,
Yeah.
and we were like,
good.
and it just kept playing. Yeah, smoking
so
room consumed you guys consumed a lot of alcohol.
I passed
consumed a
out
lot of
before the
marijuana.
main event.
Yeah, Max drank an entire bottle of wine.
I did,
and fell asleep sitting up. Me and Mike were the only ones that stayed awake and watched the Undertaker's last match.
I know.
But it was like 6 a.m.
It was.
Because we were watching it on a delay.
Yeah, we started at like 1 a.m. because we had trouble finding it. It was a whole
And then we
thing.
didn't have an HDMI cable.
Oh my God.
And then and then our friend walked downstairs and just on a whim asked if they had an extra HDMI cable, and then came back with an HDMI.
Which is crazy.
There's a guy in the next room just slamming, banging on the door, trying to get in.
Yeah, that was fucking weird. That was I mean, Motel 8, that's what you expect, but like,
I think it straight up cost like $50.
It did. Yeah, it was like $50-$60. It was in the middle of fucking nowhere too.
We were scared.
We were actually like, we were kind of freaked out because we didn't really know where we were gonna stay, and I was like, "Where's the closest hotel?" And it was literally just that Motel 8. I think we were in upstate New York.
We were upstate New York, and we would have to drive like 2 hours to get like another viable.
We were like an hour south of like fucking Syracuse or something. We were straight up in like northern. Like,
I think we had to play
New
Philly
York.
the next day, so we were like going this way.
And we might have
to
been
go
in
down.
PA, maybe. Honestly,
No, we were in New York.
We were in
I
New
know
York?
for sure.
Yeah.
And then we parked our truck and trailer right outside our window
Yeah.
and slept with the windows open in case we heard anything.
Yeah.
And it was like March.
Great move. The best move is to park it up against like a building or something like that, so people can't even open that.
That's what we did the one year. We had someone, or one tour, we had like our friend we stayed at someone's house, pull their car so close to the trailer that you couldn't even open it. Open it.
Yeah. Dude, people getting their gear stolen is the shittiest thing on earth.
Dude, it's happening a lot recently.
I saw a few weeks ago that Gutting a Body of Water banned, and then the next day they got their trailer stolen.
Yeah.
Yup. It's fucking nuts, dude. And the thing is, like, for a lot of those bands, they're really not even, they're like just barely breaking even. So when they lose all that shit, they're just fucked. They're just like, well, I'm backlining. I have to borrow
losing,
gear.
like, I mean, if you're like a big tour or like a recently big touring band, you're losing like 10 grand worth of equipment.
It's so insane.
Yeah, merch.
Though.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember we were always paranoid about that, and we like, knock on wood. We were always like, if our van were to get stolen or our gear, like we would just not play music anymore.
Yeah, we're just like, fuck it.
Like, there's no way I'm buying that shit again.
At this point in my adult life, I have like 4 kits, but like even then, like it still would be fucking crippling.
Yeah, like I'm like, I should have bought this shit to begin with, let alone the second time.
Yeah.
I know, but you guys had the most expensive, or like honestly, a lot of it was like irreplaceable gear at points in time. So
Yeah, like when I had the Varellen, like you can't just buy one of those.
which
like
is crazy.
I had one of those.
Yeah, my bass was like a
dude.
The Gibson, like you couldn't just go out and buy another
Sometimes
one.
I wouldn't bring that
was
though.
insane.
When we would go on tour, I
Yeah.
would play an alternate because I was so paranoid.
That bass was fantastic.
That's it.
That was great.
That dude's still trying to buy it from me, even though I told him I sold it in 2020.
I know, which is crazy.
Yikes.
Dude, the Emperor cab and
I know, I wish I would've sold that.
The Grabber was the 2 things that like
My biggest flexes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I would love to get an Emperor cap now.
Dude,
They're still in business,
I
but
know.
they're just so expensive.
Yeah. Dude, the ones you had the casters on that, it was light and the casters on that were like fantastic.
It was a 215, but like an offset 215.
It was so
I just wanted to play
light,
10-inch
too.
speakers, so I did regret selling it. I did get a good price for it though.
I mean, we got you had that amp really nice. You had by the end
The
amp. So
Yeah, you had the
Square
amp, the cab setup.
yeah,
Just
literally.
Ampeg and to A10
You had-
with the SVT class.
You had the back line at like a nice venue,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, and the thing is, Max came with me. I bought a V4
I
from
remember that, yeah.
Atomic Music for $300.
Yeah.
And used that for a little bit. It wasn't even a V4B, it was just a V4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We went on like 2 tours with it, and I was getting really paranoid that it was going to die on me because it was like an old one. And then
it wasn't even the one that I had. It was the one with the actual metal knobs. Right?
yeah, it wasn't
Like
the
old
master
one.
volume. It wasn't. Yeah,
Because I had that. I had the one that you had, and then I sold that, and then I got the one
we both had
with the
V4s,
regular
yeah.
knob.
And then it was like the tubes are on the circuit board. It was gonna melt them. Like I knew it. I never had problems with it, but I knew I was gonna start having problems with it. And then this guy randomly was selling a SVT, like the amp. It's a 300-watt tube, the one that goes with like the 810. And I just was like, "How much would you want for it? Like, are you accepting any trades?" I was thinking I could trade him an amp and like something else, some cash. And he was like, "What do you have?" And I was like, "I have like a 70s V4." And he was like, "I'll do that and $100 if it works." Max came with me. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and he was in like an old dude
He was
pop
like an
punk
old.
band.
old dude like ska pop punk band.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They turned mine on and played it, and we're like, yeah, it's good. And
So crazy.
the red light on the on didn't come on.
Yeah.
And they got kind of sketched out about that, but then it played perfectly. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, you just got to like replace it.
Yeah.
And then
Which that is a thing that like
Yeah, with those.
there
yeah.
no V4 has working lights.
No,
yeah,
no, no.
and I was telling them that, and they were like, but then it sounded great.
Yeah.
And then they plugged theirs in, and it was like basically brand new.
Yeah,
And
it was literally brand
they
new.
were like, yeah, and I remember just being like, go, go, go. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
we ran.
This
like,
amp
we ran to
might
his car.
die
as we're going
as
to the
we're,
car.
and then I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that was like.
I hate to be that guy. I didn't sell them a broken amp.
No,
but when
it
you
was
buy
working.
that, it's like, yeah, they could die at it.
Yeah.
No, dude, fucking, we made out with that. That was fucking
Yeah.
awesome. You
So
got the most functional amp possible.
It's like a
That's pretty-
$2,500 amp that I got for
so nuts.
$400.
That setup was wild.
Yeah.
We had a crazy setup in terms of like what we were playing. Like still,
With the one Metro
I
Gallery
had-
show we played, everyone played with 2 amps, 2 cabs.
dude,
Yeah.
that was crazy. Yeah,
I had
oh my god, the towers.
5150, like a block letter 5150 and
Yeah,
a JCM 2000 100-watt
Yeah.
into 2 Marshall cabs, stereo.
yeah.
Brendan had a basement and a PB50, I think,
Yeah,
Yeah.
into a 212 and a 412.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had
Fucking nuts.
2 810s, 1 tube, 1 solid state with the ABY.
Dude, and I'm just sitting in the middle of all this shit. Like I can't hear. Like I'm deaf.
So we had that. Max had like a, you don't have too many piece drum kit.
No,
we
it
had
was
2
very
vocals and a sampler pedal. In the
why I
at
hate
Retro
shit.
Gallery, the guy was like, I don't have any more channels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't have to mic every amp. Like
Yeah.
they're gonna be loud as fuck. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so we literally ran out of channels. On probably like
Dude.
a 32 or 16 channel board.
For which is now funny now looking back at it, an opening.
So crazy.
Well, we were the only opener at like a big show.
Yeah, but still,
I mean,
it's funny, yeah.
it's just like, ugh. Okay.
I remember we had to like when there was changeover like after we played, because obviously we had like all the time in the
Yeah.
world to set up. We just recruited every friend we had and was like,
Yeah.
grab a cab, get this shit off the stage
Yeah.
as fast as possible.
Do you guys want to keep this running? I'm feeling pretty good. I just have to pee. So
We
fucking
only
bad.
have
I'm
like
gonna
I
shit
think we
myself.
only might have like a couple more minutes. on
Oh,
the
okay.
count.
Then
Yeah.
let's just wrap it up here. That's cool. I think we had a fun little one.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I want to see that TUI video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's
I'm
just-
so excited for
I
that.
saw the Feet First Productions guy uploaded the New York.
I'm
one.
excited for End It set because that set was fucking just hilarious.
Wild.
Devin said-
Every time they do a set, it's funny.
Devin
as
said
shit,
they were just
but
like cracking jokes the entire
the
time.
Yeah.
whole time. Yeah, they're hilarious.
Dude, they did a thing where the singer took his shirt off and then he was like, fuck it, this is a no shirt set. And then every person in
made-
the band took their shirts
He made
off.
everyone take their shirts off. He's like, take your shirt off. He's like, take your fucking shirt off. He like looked at him and he was like,
Appreciate that.
yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it was
This is a
awesome.
body positivity band.
Dude, Zulu was insanely
sick.
heavy.
Yeah, so fun.
Never ending game. Fucking
awesome.
incredible.
Bork. No Warning was really surprising.
Yeah, No Warning was like
I mean, I know they're
riffs
like
for days.
I know they're like now because I'm weird, but like I know now they're like a classic like
Yeah.
hardcore band. But like at the time, I was like, why do I know this band's name, but I don't know
Yeah.
anything about them? And then I saw the album covers, like, oh fuck yeah, that band I remember.
Yeah,
They
No
were
Warning
sick.
rocked, and then
They're awesome.
TUI,
Yeah, amazing.
greatest hardcore band to ever live.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Generational band.
Yeah.
Generational band. Yeah, inspirational.
That was like especially if you live around here. In general, but especially around here.
that's
it's
the
like
band.
You
Yeah.
find out about them first. You hear Believe, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, hell
Dude,
yeah.
I found out about TOI when I was like 13. That's how
Yeah.
young I was. That's what's wild.
I was thinking I was probably like 15 or something. It was probably like 2010. It was in between. Like Secrets of the World had already come out,
yeah.
but Big Kiss Goodnight
Hadn't come out yet.
So it was like
Yeah.
2010, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I was the Still Cold like
Gotcha.
7-inch thing.
Yeah, that they like I don't even know what to say. That shit was so fucking cool. And like everybody coming on and doing the vocals, like Brody came on and did the like ending part, and then like
There's actually all
Dan
four.
from King 9 did shit. Like it was so sick.
It was actually at the end, that last part, all 4 of them were doing vocals.
Yeah, it was Colin,
Yeah. Brody.
I think the singer of Never Ending Game, and Dan from King 9 all doing the Tad part.
All doing the Tad part, which
Yeah.
is so sick. Yeah, that was the end of the show.
And there wasn't a pit. and like at all.
Yeah,
People were just
It was
like
literally
watching.
just
They're all
like
just
it was
rushing
literally
the
just stage diving.
yeah,
That's
literally,
it.
which
Yeah.
is so sick.
Yeah.
Like that's awesome.
I'm surprised. I would think it would be a violent pit.
Well,
It was-
that's
it
what
was
I
fun.
want. That's
Yeah.
what I wanted. I wanted Violent Pit because I just wanted to see like people getting spin kicked and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was just like, I think it was just the excitement of them playing for the first
Yeah.
time in so long. Just everybody wanted to sing the words.
And all, everybody knew all the words.
Yeah.
That was the biggest thing. Is like everybody was jumping to like grab the mic because everybody knew.
I
all
saw
the words.
the one video I did see. It was like, "Pleased to meet you." Like I guess that was their first song. Right?
Yeah.
It was like at the part where he does the "Shake My Hand."
Yeah.
He stopped and Just Trip was just like a million spin kicks or something.
Yeah,
Like that.
yeah.
I was like, that's
So
cool.
good. Yeah.
So, yeah. No, I know. Hopefully they do more. I'd like to see them.
Fuck you, Baltimore hardcore type thing.
Yeah. Cool. All right,
Type
y'all. Real quick, I'm trying to make this quick. A little bit of housekeeping. This actually I misspoke last episode. This will probably be episode 9.
Yeah.
Episode 10, we are gonna have a guest. It's gonna be either the person that we have planned or somebody else. So for sure, a guest next episode. You'll probably see the set change a little bit to accommodate. You know, somebody's sitting here next to me. But nothing
He's
too
doing his own sound clip.
nothing too crazy.
I'm gonna ad lib this whole point.
We were talking about this earlier. We've been getting a lot of great. This is throwing me off. We're getting a lot of great traction on our both our YouTube Shorts, our Instagram Reels, and TikTok. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, go ahead.
We're hitting. I even uploaded a video to Facebook Reels. That's how experimental I was getting. So yeah, we're encouraging comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, please comment. Even if you want to
Interact.
roast us, interact.
Dude, please comment. I love all
We
the
have
comments.
one
It's been so
post
funny.
that just I didn't even use paid promotion or anything. Got like 4,000 likes on Instagram. We posted this one short that was Brendan. It was one that we had posted a while ago talking about how white people don't have culture.
Yeah.
And I'll share this comment. This dude commented on it and said, "White people (parentheses European people) have just as much culture, if not more, than African people." And I wanted to comment back and be like, Buddy really thought he did something by typing this one.
Yeah, that dude was like, hold on, let me cook for a second, and then
We're
made
like-
himself look like a fucking idiot.
What an asshole.
So,
It's so
thankfully
funny, though.
YouTube held that comment. And it's
But
not
keep
posted.
commenting.
But keep commenting.
Yeah.
You know,
we
yeah.
enjoy the criticism.
We enjoy the criticism.
About like critical race theory, whatever the fuck you're talking about.
This is actually a podcast on critical race.
It
theory.
is, yeah.
Yeah. So appreciate everyone. We almost at the time of recording
Almost
this, we're
pissed
at
myself.
86 subscribers on YouTube, trying to hit that big 1
Yeah,
0
please.
0.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the fucking
Like
YouTube.
and subscribe.
And comment. And
100 miles.
100
This is going to be
miles.
chunked out as plugging. Please watch.
Yeah. Also, too, hopefully you've seen in the below there's some chapters so we can jump around to the topics.
Yeah,
you want to watch
please.
and the ones that you don't.
If you don't know shit about wrestling, cool.
you
Yeah.
don't want to hear us about our jerking off, then that's cool too.
Cool.
Yeah.
If you want to keep up to date with semen retention,
Yeah, or if you
this
want
is
to.
the place.
Yeah.
This is the
Or if
place.
you want to do it, yeah.
I want. Never
Mark
mind.
your
I don't want to meet
calendar.
that person.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
and that way too, when our parents watch it, we can have them
Yeah.
take a look at the headers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Mike, if you want to hit us with some more of
Fuck yeah.
sound
I'm
clips
gonna
on the way out.
sprint out of here to Paris. Fuck yeah.
It's about drive. It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry.
So much.
Boobies.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Fuck you.